Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Option Pit. It is I, Andrew Giovinazzi, filling in for Mark Sebastian on our stock market volatility report. So today, you know what we have? We have a lack of volatility. VIX is down 94 cents. Let me get this up here. I don't know why my ticker date is not coming through, but it's always something. So here's a couple of things, and this is what I think what we have going on now. We have the three biggest problems we've had over the last couple of months have been uncertainty about rates, trade war with China, number one, and then there's been a little bit of euro budgeting tossed out. The ECB is going to dump their bond buying program, so I think that adds, let's just call it a layer of certainty. Right? So some of the things we're setting up now for vol to potentially come in, right? Because now we're negotiating with the Chinese. That's better than the gunfight that we were having. DCB's kind of doing their thing. Everybody seems to be in line, at least for today. And then all eyes are on the Fed. Okay, so that is next Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday is the potential market moving day. So, time spread, if you want to sell, let's say tomorrow's date, buying next week's date, that could work in the SPX, something like that. Also, VXX could become extremely volatile next week. Why? Because all of the January future will be VXX right on the day that the Fed announces. So VXX could set up as a very volatile product on that day if the market likes what's going on, meaning, we could see VXX was just 32 when VIX was 16. You could see that number by the end of next week. It's possible because we were just there. So setting up that kind of a trade, we could do that in the chat room today. Also, Apple starting to take off again. Looking at some record vol in Apple. So looking at ways to take advantage of being long Apple and selling the vol. Okay, without getting taken to the woodshed. I think another thing is probably going to be my blog today will be on Twitter, right? Twitter showing like crazy relative strength. I think I have it versus where the SPY was. Do I have that chart up? Let me have my chart. Okay. Thought I had like a little chart up here, Twitter, and then I added compare. There we go. I want to compare. I want to compare with the SPY. Okay. Close. Right. So you have here's the SPX, right? And here's Twitter. Pretty big move, right? So I think also vol for Twitter in the 40s, not very expensive. So again, a potential play for low vol with the market moving. So those are, I think, a lot of stuff sets up for that. My closet number would be 270 on the SPY, probably by the end of next week. I thought tomorrow, just because VIX is so high and things are moving, but I think we need the good news out of the Fed to get to that level. So trade to plan, I think, for that as a high, and then, another bad tweet about China, and we're back down to 260 in SPY. So I think we still have that. That really hasn't changed as far as how the market's moving. As with Option Pit, we're going to do an internal release of some of our sheets next week. So everybody in Option Pit, look for that note. If you're not already an Option Pit subscriber, you might want to take a look at all this before we do our event in Chicago in early January. And I think that wraps up our vol report. All right, everybody. Either Mark or I will be in the chat room today. All righty. All right, everybody. Have a good day.